we are going to have hundreds of billions of dollars potentially next year, potentially in 2025. That's going to move the market up quite a bit. $200 billion should move the market up to 300,000, 400,000. Sky's the limit, really. But you have to look at it over a decade. This is going to be an amazing decade to own Bitcoin.
Bitcoin could be poised to reach new heights, potentially climbing to $300,000 to $400,000 as significant institutional investments flood into the market, says Wall Street expert Fred Kreuger. Bitcoin's market cap is rapidly approaching $2 trillion, positioning it as a leading asset alongside industry titans such as Apple and Microsoft. BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, is increasingly acknowledging Bitcoin's advantages in providing borderless payments, universal accessibility, and freedom from government interference. According to Kreuger, Bitcoin may represent a similar investment opportunity to the explosive growth witnessed in companies like Nvidia and Tesla, which experienced a 40 to 60-fold increase in value. Don't miss the end of the video, where Fred Kreuger unveils why Bitcoin could prove to be a once-in-a-lifetime investment. Also, if you enjoy listening to crypto-related content, please show your support by liking and subscribing to this channel by following the link in my bio. And get access to my free daily crypto updates and expert predictions direct to your inbox. Each newsletter contains market intelligence, on-chain data and latest updates from experts in the crypto space. All of this is available completely free of charge. Signing up only takes a moment and you can always change your mind later on. Now back over to Fred Kreuger.
There are three adoptions drivers they see. First is that it allows you to transmit money across borders. They're not concerned about intercompany payments. They're just thinking across borders. The second is anybody can participate in it. And the third is it's decentralized, and they're focusing on just the ability, no ability from governments, and specifically to increase supply. That's the way BlackRock thinks of this asset. I can think of 10 other reasons why you should buy Bitcoin. The fact that your ex-wife can't grab it from you, the fact that the government can't grab it from you, the fact that you can potentially move with your Bitcoin really easily, lots of other reasons. But these are good. And then they make the point that Bitcoin's like the Mag 7. Now, that's Google, Amazon, Apple, Tesla, Nvidia, Meta, and Microsoft. And they say the average market cap of those Mag 7 is 2.5 trillion, and Bitcoin's now sort of falling right in that range, 2 trillion. And they make the case that they are sort of similar risk characteristics to adding a 2% allocation of any one of those stocks or all 7 of those stocks to your portfolio. They say you should add Bitcoin. Now, I think it's really interesting for them to say, hey guys, this is now the Mag 7 plus Bitcoin. So this is like a new entrant. And then the question everybody's going to be having is, well, how did those Mag 7 do over the last decade? And this is how they did. Apple 10x, Microsoft 8x. Google and Microsoft only 5 and 6x, but Nvidia 40x, Tesla 60x, and Meta was the dog of them, and at 4x. This is responsible for most of the growth of the stock market, or the U.S. stock market, over the last decade. On average, these things have gone 19x. You kind of need to be long one of these things. And if it's Bitcoin is part of the new Mag 8, you've done just fine by being long Nvidia. You don't have to be long Bitcoin. But you kind of need one of these kind of hot sauces in your portfolio. So this is the ultra conservative portfolio, but they're saying at least 2% of one of these things or 2% of all these things. And I think they're sort of saying Bitcoin is really a new one, and it has one other characteristic, which is there's no correlation, right? So it's uncorrelated with any of these things. All of these Mag 7s are very correlated with each other. Bitcoin has no correlation, so they're sort of saying it belongs in everybody's portfolio. And then finally, they say, it could become less risky later, so you might want to put more later but you're not going to get the bang for your buck that you have now. They specifically say that, once the adoption becomes widespread, you're no longer going to have a structural catalyst for further sizable price rise. So this is something where they see the opportunity is right now for the next 10 years. And, that's why I think a lot of people are going to look at this report and they're going to be like, yeah, I kind of got to get involved right now. I don't need to wait 5 years or 10 years to add Bitcoin to the portfolio. So to me, this is like the big money's going to read this. BlackRock's the biggest asset allocator in the world, and they're going to follow Larry Fink's advice, and they're going to buy 2%. 2% of, 200 trillion is $4 trillion. We're not going to get there overnight, but I tell you, we are going to have hundreds of billions of dollars potentially next year, potentially in 2025. That's going to move the market up quite a bit. $200 billion should move the market up to, 300,000, 400,000. Sky's the limit, really. But you have to look at it over a decade. This is going to be an amazing decade to own Bitcoin.
Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe for news and expert predictions direct to your inbox.